feeling him. So he ain't. That's what I like about Tormund. He ain't that thirsty. Like, he got some self-respect.
He not that thirsty.
He ain't that thirsty. He's like, I got.
He was acting thirsty.
He was, but he got a line. He got a line somewhere. He got to draw the line somewhere. So he was
acting thirsty.
He's like, I'm gonna go back to the north where I can get.
Danny went full microwave on King's Landing, and I realized that she would be terrible at Sim City. Have you ever played Sim City?
Yeah, a long time ago.
She would be so terrible at Sim City. The Red Keep equals the Red Heat. That shit is trash. That shit is destroyed. And like I said, the child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. That's an old African proverb that I learned in college. And it's very interesting that you have to embrace people or they will burn it down.
The roof. The roof is on fire.
Next week is going to be Infrastructure Week in King's Landing. They're going to a lot of rebuilding to do. There's going to be Mexicans everywhere. They're going to be building all types of shit. And why doesn't King Landing have any first responders, firemen, cops, even paramaesters? Somebody to
Paramaesters.
They don't have shit, man. They don't have nothing, man. I mean, really, they're gonna have a full scale. They're gonna definitely have some rebuilding to do. Like rescue operations, gonna have to start locating the missing. They're gonna be looking for Cersei. Talking about last scene wearing a red cape in the window, looking like she's waiting for a delivery from Uber Eats. Like, has anyone seen Cersei?
It's gonna take a couple of lifetimes to rebuild King's Landing.
It's gonna take like 20, 30 years, because they ain't like they got any vehicles.
I think it's gonna take a lot longer than that.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's gonna take probably like at least 60, 70 years.
The crazy thing is Arya didn't kill anyone in this episode. She didn't well, she tried to help the family, but they died. All she did was get ashy. Nothing happened, She just got ashy.
Yeah.
And where the fuck did this white horse come from? Like, all of a sudden, there's a white horse in the middle of the street.
Mm.
And I know you grew up very Christian, so this is a passage from the Bible for you. Behold, a pale white horse.
Yeah, Revelation.
And atop of him, Revelation. And atop of him rode Arya, who rode the fuck out of town. That's the new version. I mean, thousands are dead. More are reported missing after the Lannisters' administration travel ban against the Targaryens was put out there. So now, I don't know where we go next. I mean, I wonder how do all these people who name their kids Daenerys feel now? I know you've come across some. I've come across some. It is.
I
crazy.
haven't seen any in person, but I've heard. I think it's a cool name though, so I'm not mad at them.
You still? If you had another kid, you name it Daenerys. You might throw that name out.
I could do that. I could roll with a Daenerys because
you can roll with that.
Yeah, especially since we got the D names going anyway. Cause my daughter's Danya, so.
Is your real name Dino?
My real family name.
So your real biological on your birth certificate's name is Dino?
No.
I'm about to say, I don't know your real name. It's fucked up. I've been doing this podcast for like 4 years. I don't know your real fucking name. But that's cool. Fuck it. Who cares?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. I was noticing something that basically Daenerys kind of became Anakin Skywalker from the prequel.
Yeah.
She was like a hero, and then Anakin was cool, and I'm going to arrest you and take you to the Jedi Council, and in the next minute, he's killing kids.
Yeah, well, I feel like this is what I feel like they were trying to accomplish in this episode, or one of the things they were trying to accomplish. Mm-hmm. I think they wanted to remind us that in the Game of Thrones, there's no true good guys or bad guys.
Yeah.
The bad guys are capable of being good, and the good guys are capable of being evil. And that's what I think they were trying to show us.
I think that's been throughout the whole series.
Yeah, throughout the whole series, and they was reinforcing it, and they used Dany to do it. And, a lot of people are really upset. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not happy that Dany was burning up innocent people. I'm not happy about that at all. But I don't think this one error, though it is a big one, it just like, I'm not ready to just jump off Team Dany and just like, oh, she's not. I still think, she's one of the best people left to that.
She's always been talking about, even when she didn't have an army and her dragons were little, she's always talking about, I'm going to burn shit to the ground.
She did.
People are upset all of a sudden that she did what the fuck she said she was going to do.
Yeah. Well, they've always been able to talk her out of it before. up before
Well,
now.
she
Until
ain't
now.
got those people no more.
Yeah.
She ain't got Jorah, and she ain't got Missandei. She ain't got Dario, who's got a couple wine coolers and some dick for her. Dario is to pipe her down. She didn't give a fuck about shit. She was cool. She ain't got those people no more. So sometimes, I remember when my father died, I was on edge all the fucking time. Like, when you're grieving, that's pain. You don't know what to do with it, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
They don't know what to do with it. Now, I actually think that a lot of people are upset because they look at Danny like a lot of these idiots look at Trump. She could do no wrong, and they never looked at the sign.
They look at Danny like they look at Cardi B.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. Fuck Cardi B.
Yeah.
They do. They look at her like they look at Cardi B.
Yeah.
Like, nothing she does is wrong. And,
she's so real.
God, she's so real with it. I look up to her. I want, yeah. Okay. That's what Danny is. Okay. That's Danny. But all of a sudden, like, she snaps, and now they're like, "Oh shit! I don't want Pepsi anymore. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this anymore." And as long as Danny was fucking up people we didn't like the witch,
right?
That fucked up Drago, we were cool. Or the slave people in Astapor Marine,
right? The slave masters. Yeah, she's all.
Well, as long as she's fucking up brown people, we got no problem with it.
Well, I don't think it was the fact. See, I got into this discussion with my friend on Facebook. He said the same thing, and I don't think it was about the fact that they were brown.
Look at the empirical evidence. Don't put your opinion in. Look at the evidence. Look at who she burnt up, but nobody complained.
But you leaving out shit. Don't act like these were good, wholesome, like brown innocent citizens. They were not. They were.
You just made the point that nobody's good or bad. You just made that point.
No. I said the shows tried to make that point, but with certain people, they didn't show any good sides.
Well, that's their fault. That's
well, okay. So what they showed is
there had to be innocent people in Marine and Asta. There had to be, because they're cities. Everybody in there is not a fucking evil.
She didn't burn up, but she didn't destroy the cities, did she? She didn't destroy.
They just didn't show it. She fucked up both of those. She fucked them both. She really fucked up the first one, Asta.
Well, I'm speaking for the people who are viewing the show and are upset with Danny about what she did, and it's not about the fact that these people are white. That is not what's going on.
I'm in total disagreement.
Well, you can be in disagreement, but this is the truth. That they showed her killing innocent people, which they have never done before. They have never done that. Black, white, brown, purple, green, yellow, I don't give a fuck what color. They have never showed her killing innocent people before. So that's why
they've never showed her when she attacks anything more than 3 minutes either. They gave you a good 40 minutes of showing you what it's like.
Yeah, and this is when people are reacting to it. It just so happens that these people happen to be white, but it's not because there's a lot of black people who are upset with Danny over what she did, and I'm one of them, and I understand it.
If Danny would have went to wherever Atlanta is in Westeros and burnt that motherfucker up, wouldn't nobody be mad?
Here we go. Can we? Okay, so we're gonna bring Game of Thrones into and put the racial politics of America on Game of Thrones. Okay,
I'm sorry, it's there. It's everywhere.
Yeah, okay.
You can't avoid it.
Yeah.
Can't avoid it, man.
Well, yeah, you can. It's just because y'all want to see it in everything, but whatever.
It's in everything. But we can agree to disagree. So, your quote of the week is what?
I forgot about the quote of the week.
Fool forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
All them damn quotes in there, and you forgot. All those Gargamel quotes.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I will say my quote of the week. I'll make it easy for you.
Go ahead.
Let it be fear then by Daenerys. Since I don't have love, let it be fear. And I'm sure your quote is going to be something from Euron. So just think. Since that's your favorite character, you like Euron.
Euron's not my favorite character.
And his Eddie Murphy leather suit, you like.
Not
like
even
him.
Close. Euron is not my favorite character. Not even close.
I would not be surprised if Tyrion's little speech wasn't your quote of the week.
Which little speech? About
when he was talking to Jamie.
there's good stuff in there. I think Tyrion has had more quotes for me than anybody. But yeah, I can't remember one right now. I'm gonna have to pass this week.
Really?
Yeah, I can't think of one.
Man, you need some Dracarys on that ass right now. What about your kill of the week?
Oh well, the kill of the week. That man, I'm gonna go with the young Obama getting the gold company dude, the gold company dude when he takes the gold company man out.
He had a bunch when that dude was running away.
Yeah, when he was running away like a little bitch, and he got him in the back. That's my kill of the week.
Yeah, young Obama had a hell of a game. He had about 34 points.
Yeah,
right. Hit about 3 out of 4 3-pointers. He had a hell of a game. He was giving that spear to everybody.
Yeah.
My kill of the week has got to be Gargamel. Rest in peace, Gargamel. You know, Rob found you on the road. You know, you were with Rob when he was attacking, and you helped Jamie get a hand, and you made your way all the way to Hand of the King, even though you got kicked out of the little Maester program, you know, for cheating on your test. You know, Gargamel, you didn't deserve to go down like that. But, you know, your head can't hit rocks, man. So, you know, I like the little crunch that happened when his neck snapped. I enjoyed that. So that's definitely my kill of the week.
All right, there you go.
Definitely my kill of the week.
I wonder if a lot of these people who are yelling about they need to redo the whole season are going to change their mind. Going to change their mind after. What are you talking about?
I'm so tired of hearing people bitch and complain. I tried to stay off Twitter and the internet and reading bullshit as much as I can, but it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It is everywhere, and I'm like, God, there's a million other TV shows. You know, there's a library full of great books. Just try anything. You can play video games. You can do anything, man. These video games are really complex and have really great storyline. A whole bunch, but to have a petition where you want to redo the entire season 8, I didn't even believe it was. I was like, y'all serious? Y'all really have like 300,000 signatures on this?
No, it's like 33,000, but it's not. I mean, change.org.com, I think, is a thing that's like everybody knows is like the stuff that's on there is not gonna happen, but it's just like, you know, something fans do when they want to let people know they don't like what's going on. But,
I'm bewildered at the shit, man. But I watch the show for enjoyment. I don't watch the show to be analytical or to fucking complain. I watch the show because it's you know, it's fun. I enjoy the characters. I like seeing motherfuckers get killed. I like to see the dragon. You know, so it's fun to me. You know, I'm gonna watch next week's episode and see what happens. What do you think happens?
Oh my God.
A lot of theories out there.
A lot. There's one that Arya's gonna kill Dany.
I could see that.
I could see that too.
There's one that Jon is gonna kill Daenerys.
Yeah, that's one. There's one that Sansa's gonna end up on the Iron Throne,
which is what I told you a couple years ago.
Okay, and I still am buying that one. And there's
I know you're a Sansa hater, man. That's all it is. Man. If Sansa ends up sitting on the Iron Throne and running shit, you are never gonna hear the ending. Never gonna hear the ending. There's a theory out there that Arya's Wolfpack, Nymeria, the Wolfpack is gonna kill Drogon.
Yeah,
I saw that earlier.
That's ridiculous.
Today, so.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, hey, they're just theories. We're just running some theories out there.
There's one that there's going to be a democracy in Westeros.
Democracy. Everybody's going to get a fucking representative, and they're going to vote on shit.
Well, see, if they were going to do that, I think that's the way you would have to go. Well, somebody represent each of the 7 kingdoms. That's the only way. It only makes sense. But the way these dumbasses did it, in their theory, they had Jon, Dany, Arya, Sansa, Varys, and because obviously this came out before Varys lost his head. Varys and Tyrion. Tyrion and I think was it Davos, I think maybe. It was like very like Camp Dany heavy, which made no sense at all. It was like no balance. It was nobody representing. It was like everybody was from Westeros, or like I was like, this makes no sense. Whatever. I mean, I said the theory that it could be a democracy and they break the wheel all the way down, and implement democracy, I could get behind that. But the fact that you guys are choosing these random ass, these people, no, that don't make no sense. You basically somebody just picked their